Start this conversation in 1998, what?
About 1998, when Charlotte Outdoor Adventure was just started.
Yeah.
I was posting a lot of backpacking trips, multi-day backpacking trip, 3-4 days, 5 days. I post one in the Smokies. I got a permit to go from Greensman down all the way down to Fontana Down. It's about 34 miles.
That's the one that also wants to do today.
Yeah. In 3 nights, 3.5 days. I had 8 people permit. 6 of the people that were coming, I knew I had high weight today before. I knew the capacity.
Yeah.
2 of them I didn't know, and they didn't know each other. But one of them was a girl.
Yeah.
That I don't want to call her name, but I'm going to call her Madison.
Okay.
So, as I introduce myself in the parking lot and tell everybody what we're going to do, Madison came to me and say, I would like to introduce myself. I am FBI Special Agent Madison.
FBI Special Agent.
And she did it in a proper way, and she showed me her credentials. I didn't know why she was doing this. She also told me that she was packing. Hold on, Joe.
Thanks.
Go ahead. She also told me that she was packing a gun. And she told me where it was.
Yeah.
She also told me she was packing a FBI Special Communication Radio. And she was packing a FBI approval first aid kit.
7 miles. Total time 3 hours, 18 minutes and 35 seconds. Full pace 35 minutes and 15 seconds per mile.
Needless to say, I was impressed, a little bit humble, and a little bit,
Wondering what's going on.
surprised. Intimidated to some point too.
Yeah.
So we went to the Smokies, we parked our car. The Special Agent Madison decided that she wanted to ride by herself.
Okay.
So we start the hike. Good morning.
How you doing?
About 11 a.m. And
Turn around, look something.
I told the group to start hiking, that I will start 20 minutes later than everybody else. I will try to catch up, and that way if I will see a problem from in the back of the group, I will take care of it. I wait my 20 minutes. I start carrying my pack, and about an hour later, I see a couple of my friends right there coming this way, and they are telling me, I see that they had a face of frustration, desperation, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah?
They were telling me that in the 2.5 miles since the start, especially in Madison, had fell 3 times.
Fell?
She, in one of the times, hi. One of the times that she fell, she dropped her gun, and then she realized that it was without the safety on. She had a cut on her knees, and they were asking her to get some water to clean the cut, and she pulled out a Mert Coca-Cola bottle.
A Coca-Cola bottle?
Yes, a plastic Coca-Cola 16-ounce bottle, and that was all the drinks, all the fluids that she was planning to use for the next 12 miles.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
So in short, she didn't have water. They pull out her first aid kit and then find everything that you could have for shotgun guns and other kind of stuff, but not a Band-Aid to be had. Or a moleskin or anything like that. So they talked to her and they tried to let her know that she maybe was not prepared and she was not sure-footed to do this kind of trip. But she insisted that she will finish.
Okay.
So my two friends had come back way behind to talk to me before I catch up with her and try to talk her out. So I start to head up and try to catch up with her, and I told my friends to stay lag behind. That way Special Agent Madison doesn't feel embarrassed whenever I tell her it's better that she turn around.
Well, you know, if she's a special agent, wouldn't she have had to went through some kind of big training like that to they kicked her butt and then like they put them out in the field and make them survive like multiple days?
These are not the first special agent, FBI special agent that had disappoint me. So I don't know what kind of training they had. They may have training in weapons and other things, but I don't know about physical training. So anyhow, I catch up with the Special Agent Madison.
Yes.
And it was easy to find her because about 200 yards before I get to her, I could hear her crying. And she was doing this hollowing scenes.
She was
She was crying and she was doing this hollowing scene. She was like, ah! And every like a 10 seconds she would do the same thing, and I swear I saw that she was recalling the devil or something. And I get closer and she's like, ah! I get to her and she see me. I say, hey Madison, how you doing? And she said, I'm fine. And she's limping. She's limping. I told her, I asked her if she seen that she was proper for this hike. She told me yes. I told her that I hear that she fell 3 times. She said that she was always clumsy like that at the beginning. I asked her if she needed water. She told me not. Then I realized she was stubborn about accepting her weakness. So, go ahead, go on, John. So I asked her to continue, please, and that I will be checking on her constantly through the day, and by night we will make a decision. She didn't really know what to make a decision of because by her book, there was nothing to make a decision about it. Since she was so stubborn, the whole group started to let her to her own means, which were not many. We get to our campsite, our shelter, and she knew the shelter. She knew in the map where the shelter was. Thank God she knew how to read a map. So she finally showed up there about 4 hours after the last person, about 8 p.m.
Oh my God, how many miles was that?
12.
And she left in the morning?
At 11. It
Okay.
took her 9 hours to do 12 miles. And the elevation gain was,
Sounds like me.
the elevation gain on that trip was, by the time that we finished, something like, it will end up being about the same. It was maybe climbing about 500 feet and losing about 800.
Oh.
It's the top of the Smokies, it's on the ridge.
But it was a trail though, right? It wasn't.
It's the Appalachian Trail.
Oh, Appalachian Trail. Okay. Clean was down. Oh yeah, okay.
So,
So you didn't have to bushwhack or anything. It was
No.
a trail.
once again, I tried to convince her. We tried to convince her to go back to the car
Howdy, fellas.
the next day. She didn't want any of that. But now she had blisters,
Hey, I know how that feels.
and they were big blisters, and we can tell that she has fell a couple more times. So, as planned, we wake up the next morning at 6 a.m. ready to go by 7. And I think that was the one thing that broke her. She was not the kind of person that was waking up early. So, finally, after I say, well, you wake up now and you start hiking this way, or you can sleep another 2 hours and get back to your car. She decided to get back to the car in that moment.
12 miles. So she had to do 24 miles in 2 days.
A friend of ours actually volunteered to go with her,
Oh my gosh,
so
that was nice.
that was very nice. Obviously he didn't come back, but they didn't have any problems.
Oh wow.
So that's my story about.
You ever see Madison again?
Nope.
Oh well. So much for the Madison story. So much for the FBI. Are you telling me? Are you telling me that I can hang with the FBI agents?
I think you can leave Dawson behind.
Think I can dust them? That's 60, you're almost 60 years old. Eh? Not bad. Hi.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know. It's I tell you, road biking really teaches you energy management. That's one good thing about it. Okay, more people coming down.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Do you see the battleship now?
Yeah, I do. You can't see the North Rim from here, though, can you?
Yes, you can eventually.
Eventually, okay.
Not right now.
I guess you'd point it out.
Yeah. I will.
Way over
Oh,
there.
by the way, you can see now the Box Canyon in the Cottonwood campground.
Oh, really? Is that back up that way, all the way? That valley?
Yes, the valley that you see in the middle.
So that valley in the middle, that's where he kept walking, and then back on the backside.
Cottonwood is in the backside of that. That's what you're seeing right now, and you see a rock coming out to the left from the valley.
Yeah.
That's when Rebold Falls are.
Ah. That's a long ways. Okay. Let's put it on it. These horses, man, these horse things. Tough. Signing off for right now.